Divine is a rehabilitation and human services major looking forward to a future with Penn State Law. He's also the special projects coordinator for the Restorative Justice Initiative in Penn State's College of Education. Divine, thank you very much for being here. We'll talk about your role with the Restorative Justice Initiative in just a minute, but I want to check in about how the events around COVID-19 have affected your Penn State experience.
Oh, wow. It's been an adjustment. I am best learner. My best learning experience is in person, so I had to adjust to taking classes online. Um, Surprisingly, my grades did not drop. It's more of handling the children and their adjustments as well as my own. So it's been rough, but we're making it.
In looking at the nomination letter for the stand-up award, and I've talked with you and some of the folks at the College of Education, it seems like there could be a whole stack of stand-up award nomination letters for Divine Lipscomb, and that's got to make you feel good. It has been really great getting to know you and the people who know you. What do you think it is about your brand of ethical leadership that has been so well received and made you so successful in your peer group?
Well, my brand of ethical leadership revolves around restorative justice. A lot of people take that brand or that restorative justice as a focus for victim and offender, whereas here at Penn State, um, under the tutelage of Director Efraim Marimon, um, we look at it from a holistic standpoint, where everyone at some point is a victim in the systems of racial injustice, economic instability. And so, how do we make everyone whole? And what is our responsibility, not only as a higher education institution, but as a community at large to all members of society? And so, coming from my particular background and being at Penn State and meshing those two worlds together, uh, it makes it easier for people to understand um, why it's important and the need for it.
You mentioned your particular background. Your particular background was tough. Would you tell me a little bit about that, if you would?
Oh, definitely. So I entered the criminal justice system at 14. Uh, I was reinstitutionalized into a drug program at 15, and I reoffended at the age of 16. So essentially, I spent most of my teen years in some form of institution. I was released from prison at the age of 20, where I then struggled with substance use disorder. So it has taken me quite some time to find my footing. Today, I sit 6.5 years clean. Um, with an associate's degree already under my belt, I came to Penn State with my associates in business. I've always been trying to find a way to move my family into a different direction, always being met with challenges of employment or dealing with those traumas of being incarcerated at such a young age without much help from those same systems that encouraged me to lace myself up by the bootstraps. And, I can do it. All of these things are available to you. And the reality is, once someone enters into the system without community resources, without family resources, without dealing with those traumas, re-entering society is just not as easy as it seems. Um, and even recently, the Department of Justice issued a report where they mentioned within the first 9 years of a person being home, they will reoffend. And today I sit 16.5 years home.
That is an amazing story. There has to be internal strength, something that pushes you to break out. Where did that come from? What was that? Because it's not easy.
I I I like challenge. So tell me what I can't do, and then I'll do it. Um, and that's pretty much how my life has been set up. The more I've been told that I would never be at Penn State. I would never work for Penn State. And the more people have challenged me to just accept something less than what I wanted, the more I strive to go forward, to prove individuals wrong, to prove that I have the ability to do so. My particular offense halted my application for a little bit upon applying to Penn State. And so those challenges, those barriers um, that are meant to break people, I use them as a catalyst to move forward and to open up doors.
So the stand up award acknowledges ethical leadership. Did you know about the stand up award? Did you have any idea that you would be in line for something like this?
No, sir. I'm still reeling at the fact that I have this award, and that I was acknowledged for ethical leadership. Um, it's quite an honor. Um, I don't feel like I've done anything spectacular to earn this award, but I've settled into the fact that the work that I do is important, and so I accept that.
Divine, congratulations. Thank you very much for being with us. And we wish we could say congratulations in person, give you a big hug, but we'll have to give you a virtual hug and catch up with you some other time.
I appreciate that, David. Thank you.
Thanks.